Hello everybody. Today I'm actually going to do something really simple. It's just a cheese omelette. A lot of people ask me what's the big deal about making an omelette. I want to show you the way I learned to make omelette when I was very young. I have this memory of my father's brother, my uncle, who used to come home and make omelettes. I kind of adapted it over time, but I want to show you how I make a simple cheese omelette, which is absolutely yummy. I'm sure you'd love it. Here you go, cheese omelet. Here I have 4 egg whites and just 1 yellow. That's how I like my omelet, mostly egg whites. And I cut a quarter of a big onion, and then 1 long green chili. I cut about 3/4 of it. Okay? I'm going to make the omelet in this pan. It's a really small Scan Pan. Scan Pan is like this Danish company that makes just absolutely amazing pans. I just love it because they just take so little oil and they're perfectly non-stick and really heavy metal bottom. So we'll work making this one. Okay, I put in just a little bit oil, maybe like a teaspoon, and now I'm going to saute the onions. Okay, let's start with the onions. So here it's actually on high heat. I want the onions to brown just a little bit, maybe medium to high. You want to put in the salt, just a little bit. What that does is it makes these onions sweat a little bit more, and the moisture comes out. Now I lowered the heat a little bit because I see the onions browning. I don't want them to turn black. I just want them to be that nice golden brown color. That's really the trick here. But you want them to raw either, because they don't taste good in omelette. At this point, I'm going to add the green chilies. You can see that I didn't add all the onions, so probably you need less than a quarter of the onion. Just depends on how big your onion is. That's probably just right. Okay, I think they're almost done. That's about the consistency you want. You see, somewhat transparent and just a little browning. So now I'm going to take my eggs. I'll mix up the yellow and the white, so that kind of consistency. Some people beat them a lot, but I don't. Now I'm going to turn this to like low. Okay, that's key. And I'm going to pour this in right on top. And let it cook nicely. You got to be patient and just watch it cook for a while. Don't get tempted and turn this up, then you're going to ruin it. Now the beauty of this pan is I don't have to put any more oil. I think it's going to cook perfectly just with that. So now I got some cheese. Today I'm going to use Monterey Jack, but you could use mozzarella sometimes. I like that too. I'm out of mozzarella today, so I'm going to use Monterey Jack. Just put cheese like that. Keep it in low. Now what you want to do is you want to start from that corner there, like that, and just carefully lift, just make sure the edges are coming up. See, nicely there. Same thing, turn around. Make sure it's coming. So the trick is to make sure this, everybody likes their omelets differently. I like to make sure that this liquid part is not so soggy inside. So I'll wait for it to get a little bit hotter, so I can tilt it like that, if I like. Oh. Nice. Now I'm going to lift one side and hold for a while. And then slowly turn and hold it right there. All right. turn the omelette around. And the same thing from this side. See, this looks still a little liquidy here, so I might wait. Gets a little harder. The trick is low heat. Don't get tempted to turn up the heat. You're going to go in your omelette. Get there. Now I'm going to lift this side again and hold it like that. That's going to stay. And then hold it. Now you should be able to just move the omelette in the pan like that. See, it's not sticking to the bottom. Hold it like that. The cheese is melting nicely. That's what you want. Now comes the tricky part. You want to flip this guy over without making a mess. Now, I've done it a few times well, sometimes I mess it up, but practice helps. Typically what I do at this time is I actually get another guy like this, and I hold it, and I just flip it over. And then move it. There you go. Now you want the inside to cook a little bit. See how it looks? Just right. And the trick is, the stuff that looked like liquid on the other side is going to get done. See how it's moving now? It's perfect. That's what you want. So that means insides are nice and soft, a little bit crispy on the outside. Now you're going to turn off the stove. You don't want to overcook it. Just lift it a little bit for that side. Over there. Now you get your plate. There you have it. Perfectly made omelette. Here is how it's supposed to look inside. You see, nice and fluffy. And I put a little bit of strawberry. And I actually like to eat my omelette with some ketchup, which a lot of people call sacrilege, but I like it that way. There you have it.